Grade B, homework B. First question, two numbers in standard form being multiplied together. So we do this without a calculator. So we'll do 7 times 2 is 14, 10 to the 4 times 10 to the 3. I'll add the powers because I'm multiplying indices, is 10 to the 7. Now that's not quite my answer because standard form, the first part has to be units. So if I write 14 as 1.4, I've made it 10 times smaller, so I'll make times 10 to the 7 times 10 to the 8, so I'll make that 10 times bigger, and that is your answer. Van depreciated 7% every year and it originally cost 40,000. How much is it after 7 years? Well, it drops, depreciates by 7%. That leaves 93% each year. So the quickest way of doing this is finding 0.93, which is 93%, to the power of 7, which represents the 7 years, of the 40,000, and that will give you £24,068 left after 7 years. Question 3, got to divide fractions. The rule for dividing fractions is you turn the one you're dividing by upside down and multiply. So 1/3 divided by 3 over 6 is the same as 1/3 times 6 over 3. Multiply the tops together, 6, bottoms together, 9, cancel that down, 2/3. You could have cancelled the 3 with the 6 here, but it still gives you the same answer. You do your cancelling at the end. Area of a rectangle, 9/8, 72. However, if all the measurements are to the nearest centimetre, this 8 actually could have been 8.5 at its very biggest, and the 9 centimetres could have been 9.5 at its very biggest. And I say 9.5, not 9.4, because I could have 9.49, 9.499999. So you've got to go up to 9.5. So 9.5 times 8.5 gives you a maximum area of 80.75 centimetres squared. And the minimum, the smallest the 9 could have been was 8.5, and the smallest the 8 could have been 7.5. So multiply those two together, I get the minimum area of 63.75 centimetres squared. Love these questions. Cumulative frequency, it's grade B, it's probably worth about 6 or 7 marks on a real GCSE. Cumulative frequencies are run in total, so up to 10 I've got 4, up to 20 I've got those 4 and those 6, so I add it on, so I've got 10. Up to 30 I've got another 27, so I add 27 onto 10, that gives me 37. Then I'll add 20 onto 37, 57, and add the 3 on, I've got 60. Now when I'm plotting it, I always plot the upper limits. So I always plot the 10 with the 4, the 20 with the 10, 30 across, 37. I plot them. I don't join them up with a straight line. I do a smooth curve called an ogive, and it'll finish at 60 and 50. I'm going to find the median. Well, if there's 60 people altogether, then the median value will be found at 30. Go across, hit my curve, come down, that median's at 29. So be quite exact, don't go across and call it 30, because actually some papers will give you half a unit as leeway, so it's really quite strict. Factorise brackets, which is the opposite of expanding. So the x squared must have come from an x times an x. The 70 comes from two numbers multiplied together. So I'll be thinking of 7 times 10, 35 times 2, 5 times 14. But the two numbers have got to make plus 9 when you add them. Well, 7 and 10 won't make 9. 35 and 2 will make nowhere near 9. 5 and 4 will make plus 9. If I have plus 14 and minus 5. So they go into there. Now if it's solved, this has got to equal 0. So when is this bracket equal to 0? Obviously when x equals 5. When is this bracket equal to 0? When x equals minus 14. There's your two answers. Factorise. X squared minus 81 is different to 2 squares. That's a square number, which is x and x. And that's a square number, which is 9 times 9. And it's the difference, because it's a take away. So it factorises into x plus 9, x minus 9. And that is well worth recognising. If it looks in that form with two square numbers, it'll always factorise that way. One's positive, one's negative. I've got an equation of a straight line, y equals 5x plus 11. The gradient is 5. So any line parallel to it is going to have a gradient of 5. So it could be y equals 5x plus 3, that will be parallel to it. Y equals 5x plus 10. It could be y equals 5x minus 6. So long as it's got 5x in it, it will always be parallel.